So here we go, 10 compelling reasons why you should be using custom post types in every single project you create using WordPress. So first up, we have enhanced content organization. As its name would suggest, it allows you to organize things in a much more logical fashion. So for example, you may have a website that has books and book reviews. Well, it makes sense to have a custom post type for that and not rely upon just kind of modifying and using the native WordPress posts function. This allows you to organize things in a much more logical fashion and then group additional fields to that custom post type. Next up, we've got a tailored user experience. By organizing things into custom post types and then associating the relevant data, for example, a real estate website where you have things like the price, the location, number of bedrooms, and so on, it makes it so much easier to organize that content. It also makes it easier then for searching against that content, which creates a much better user experience for anybody looking for content on your website. Next, we have improved SEO. By organizing your content into relevant post types, for example, a portfolio, it means that when search engines look on there, they'll have a better idea and understanding of how your content is organized and therefore be able to rank that and output the search results a lot easier, making everything a lot more relevant. Next, we have streamlined content creation. Imagine you have a recipe blog. Each of those recipes has certain information that needs to be included. Things like the ingredients, the preparation time, cooking time, the number of servings, and so on. It makes so much more sense to have the custom post type for recipes and then associate all those pieces of additional information with that specific post type that won't be relevant to standard WordPress posts and maybe other sections on your website. So organizing things like that just makes life a lot easier. Next up, enhanced analytics. If you use any kind of analytics tool, it makes sense to have things organized into custom post types, because then when you look at those analytics, you can group things together by their relevant post types and therefore get a better understanding of exactly what's going on underneath the hood of your website and seeing where those popular pages, popular content, and so on are actually showing up throughout your site, whether it's search or whether it's search engine results. Next, we have better content management. By using custom post types inside the admin of your WordPress website, it makes things more logical because they're broken down into their component sections. So things like services, business information, recipes, those kinds of things can all have their own section inside the dashboard. The other good thing about this is you can limit the access based upon user roles. So you may have one user that's an editor that has access to all of them, and you may have someone then that's a recipe provider that only needs to have access to the recipe section of your website. So many real world use cases where this just makes organizing things incredibly logical. Now, before moving on, here's a quick message from today's video sponsor, Hostinger. Now, Hostinger offers high-quality hosting solutions to help you get started with WordPress. Their plans provide 24/7 chat support, free SSL, a free domain, a supercharged CDN, and automated backups with plans to suit every budget. Now, Hostinger also provides tools to help you experiment safely with WordPress and easily back up your site. Their WordPress staging tool allows you to test changes before making them live, and with Hostinger's WordPress AI, you can use automated website development tools and AI-powered content creation. Discover more about Hostinger's hosting solutions through the link below and use my unique discount code to save on your order. Next, you have custom taxonomies for better organization. By using custom post types and then linking custom taxonomies to them, you can organize your information into much more logical kind of buckets or containers. So again, going back to our recipe analogy, you may have things for vegan, vegetarian, those kinds of things. You may also want to break things down then into the types of meals that they are. For example, lunch, dinner, desserts, and so on. All this allows for better filtering, better searching, better organization, and a better user experience for anybody adding content, but anybody searching and viewing content on the front end of the site. Don't ever underestimate how important these taxonomies are and how they can organize all of your content, your data. Now the fun stuff, flexibility in design. If you're using multiple different custom post types, you can create different templates, different designs for each of those sections. If we take an example of my Learn Bricks Builder website, I've got multiple custom post types being used on there. A good example is the courses section. The template for my courses is completely different to the template that I used for the actual tutorials that are free on the website. You may have other sections on there, and each one of these can have a custom designed template to make the user experience much more unique and show the relevant data and information while excluding anything that has no relevance whatsoever if you were just using standard WordPress post types. Next up, we've got integration with additional plugins. Lots and lots of plugins in the WordPress ecosystem are set up to work with custom post types, things like SEO, organization, content management, and so on. By having custom post types, custom taxonomies, those types of things all set up in your website, you open things up to a more structured but also more functional kind of way of working. Social sharing, those types of things, all have options to work with various different types of custom post types. Now, one of the key things that we often overlook is future-proofing your WordPress website moving forward. Where your website is today is not necessarily where it will be in 12 months' time. Again, another good example is my Learn Bricks Builder website. When I created this, I didn't have courses available, so I didn't need a courses section. But once that came online, I wanted to add that to my site, have it integrated into the structure, but have that unique design. By having the ability to add in custom post types, then adding custom taxonomies, custom metadata, and so on, I've expanded my site without having to go back to the drawing board, starting again and building something from scratch. So now we've covered 10 compelling reasons why you should be using a tool to add in custom post types into every single project you create with WordPress. You may not know how to get started, and that's why this video on using advanced custom fields free is the perfect starting point for you.